Hello everyone, I'm Chinzo Machida and today I'm going to talk about the 5 steps to improve your uppercut. In Japanese, urazuki. It's not very common to see uppercut in sport karate, but when you're talking about the real combat, it's a very powerful technique, especially when your opponent is ducking. Let's check it out. Number 1, the stance. The stance is very important because the stance is going to give you balance, it's going to give the power to your uppercut. First, keep your stance the hip width, not so much wide, not so much narrow. Because so much wide, you have a hard time to move. So narrow, you have a hard time to keep your balance on. How to improve, how to do your stance. So when you're here, the back leg is in charge to give the power to your uppercut. Because this is going to push the ground. Boom, and you use the uppercut to connect the technique. What about the front hand? The front hand is going to give the direction. You move forward. So it's very important when you do the uppercut, don't change the direction of your front leg. Some people when they punch, they tend to do this. One, they turn the knee. No, the knee should be centralized. And the back foot, use the ball of the foot. That's going to be in charge to give you the power. It's going to be in charge to turn your hip. Number 2, the hip. The hip is very important because the hip is going to project your arms. It's going to project your shoulder, project your hands. So that's going to be in between your stance and the hands. Look at me. When you use your foot to give the power, to turn your hip, your arms is still there. And the hip is going to give the power to throw the uppercut. So that's very important. But also, don't turn too much. When you do the uppercut, if you turn too much your hip more than necessary, you start losing your balance. So when you do the uppercut, go straight. You can still turn a little bit more, but also move up. Look at the hip. Go back, turn, and up. You turn this way, and now up a little bit. So you need to engage your glute to make the punch go a little bit forward and up at the end. Look at my hip. I turn 1 and 2 finish. Number 3, the shoulder. The shoulder is very important to pay attention to this. When you do the straight punch, the shoulder should be down. When you do the hook punch, the shoulder should be up. When you do the uppercut, your shoulder should be forward. You're going to move your shoulder forward. Look at me. Move your shoulder forward. Because that's your hands. It's going to move forward and up at the end of the movement. And also, the shoulder is going to be loose. Look at me. You can train this. Loose. Not so tight. Loose. You can practice a little bit to make you lose your shoulder. Because the shoulder, the ball of your shoulders is going to be rotate forward. Number 4, elbow. Elbow is very important to be connected to your rib. Because when you punch, you don't move your elbow at the beginning. Your elbow should be there. And you turn your hip. When your hip finishes his movement, so now your elbow starts disconnect from your body. And you're going to use your shoulder to give the power to your hands, and you finish. The elbow close to your rib is going to make you protect yourself. If somebody punch, you can protect yourself. And also protect, and from there you punch. Number 5, the position of your hand. It's very important to use the knuckles, but you have two types that do the uppercut. One with the hand vertical, and the second one with the shoulder back part of the hand. But both you should connect with the knuckles. When I can use the hands vertical, sometimes when my opponents cover like a helmet, and I don't have space enough in between his guard. So if I do the uppercut with the hand vertical, it's easier to go through his guard. But if I do this, and sometimes I'm gonna keep locked to my opponent's guard. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please check MachidaVirtualDojo.com. See you guys next time. Os.